As Election Day gets closer, we want to arm you with all the information you need before going to the ballot box. So for the next 3 weeks, we're going to bring you an in-depth look at some of the important races around the state.
And we begin tonight in the State General Assembly, where all of the seats, 151 in the House and 36 in the Senate, are on the ballot. Our chief political correspondent, Mark Davis, takes a look at the battle to control state government. Mark is live for us tonight in Hartford. Mark.
Hi, Ann and Darren. Good evening, everyone from the Hartford newsroom. You know, some state lawmakers are actually running unopposed, but that's not unusual. That happens every election cycle. But there are several races that are very, very competitive, and those outcomes will determine who controls the General Assembly next year and who gets to make the decisions about your taxes and state spending.
Like in Washington, the races being most closely watched here in Connecticut are in the state Senate. Democrats hold a 21-15 majority. If the Republicans can hold those 15 and pick up 4, they would control the Senate. It is believed that 9 state Senate seats are competitive races, and 4 of those races are either on or close to the shoreline.
In order to change what's happening in Connecticut, we have to change who we send to Hartford, and it means Republicans being in charge.
The state Republican Party chairman believes Republican candidates can capitalize on the unpopularity of Governor Malloy at the ballot box.
So if you're upset at Dan Malloy, you should be upset at your local elected Democrat that's voted with him 90-some-odd% of the time, and that is a fact.
One of the districts being targeted by Republicans is the one currently held by Senator Dante Bartolomeo. She won by narrow margins in the past 2 elections. She's challenged again by former Republican Senator Len Suzio. The district includes Meriden, Middletown, Middlefield, and Cheshire. And the district held for 12 terms by Democrat Joe Crisco, which includes Hamden, Woodbridge, and several towns in the Naugatuck Valley. He's being opposed by 47-year-old George Logan, an engineer with the Aquarian Water Company who has deep community service roots in the area. But Malloy counters that efforts by Democrats to secure work at Pratt & Whitney, Electric Boat, and Sikorsky has meant an improving jobs outlook despite slow national economic growth.
I will remind Republicans that we've created 18,000 jobs in the state of Connecticut in the last 12 months.
The Democrats have an 87-64 seat majority in the Connecticut House of Representatives. It would take an unlikely 12 wins for the Republicans to take control here. But the Republican chairman thinks the popularity of Donald Trump in places like the Naugatuck Valley could help them win some House seats. Considered most vulnerable by both parties is State Representative Teresa Conroy, one of the rare Democratic elected officials in the Naugatuck Valley. She is being challenged by Seymour Deputy First Selectwoman Nicole Claridis Ditria, the sister of House Republican leader Themis Claridis.
Those wins and losses will be based on local issues. I've told Democrats that they should be running on their record. They should be proud that crime is down and education is up.
Now, of course, you get to decide whether or not Governor Malloy is right on this or the Republican Party Chairman J.R. Romano. In the coming days, we'll be profiling and taking a very close look at many of these competitive races. Live from the Hartford newsroom, Mark Davis, News 8.